Nerdrotic.com.
Welcome back to the Super Chat Square Up for Friday Night Tights from May 22nd, 2020, where our very special guest was John F.N.T. from Bounding Into Comics and the author Stephen Walton, who just released his Fandom Menace Volume 1. I think there's going to be like 18 volumes, but that's the first one, and apparently it's on its way out into people's hands. I'm looking forward to getting my copy, so it was great to have them both on. So, unfortunately, we had to stop at 5 hours last night a lot of the guests, they're nice, okay? They feel obligated to stay on, which they are not. They are not. But you know what? They stay on to support all of you and to show you guys respect, and that's what I love them for. And all the guests are always great. Love my co-hosts, Comics Division, Odin, Jeremy. And Az too. So they do a great job. Friday Night Tights has been doing quite well, and that is because of you. So thank you very much. Now let's get to you. Let's get to the Super Chat Square Up. I'm recording on some on Streamlabs OBS this time, which I'm kind of liking a little better. It works a little better with my camera and my system, so I can do fun things like this. Whoa. Totally cool, right? Isn't that cool? Whoa. All right. And because, I'm feeling particularly grateful and patriotic today, I'm wearing my Captain America shirt. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I just thought, you guys don't, see, most of my body. I could not have a rest of a body, and you wouldn't even know. I could be a meat puppet, and you would have no idea. I actually do have legs. I am wearing shorts, not pants, and I have a lot of tattoos that you don't see, which is weird, but cool. All right, so what are we going to start out with today? Let's see who we got here. And, oh, yes, the Super Chats are all back. They're all back, so this will be a square up of most everything. I got to double check and make sure everybody's went through. We had some problems with the Nerdrotic Nooner last week, but I'm going to try to get through most everything. If not, there'll be a part 2, but we'll see how long things go. All right, we're going to start out. Oh, man, I had this set up. And yes, first stream supering. Hail all. Here's a 9-iron. Oh, I don't have my golf swing set up. You know what? I can fix that right now. Hang on. There you go. You ask, you shall receive. Thank you very much, JML 2012 for $1.99. Fizzenthorpe for $5. Talking about gray hair. Gary has a vampire-like youth. It's scary. Well, it's only because of the baby and virgin blood that I bathe in and drink daily, but nothing else besides that. Toots gives $10 but doesn't say anything. Toots, thank you for the donation. And again, thank you to everyone who donates with Super Chats for this channel. I rely 100% on you guys. The ad revenue is really not even enough to speak of these days, but I still make videos because I love it and it helps grow the channel, but mostly I love it, but it's mostly you guys. And yeah, YouTube doesn't take a big chunk, and yeah, there's other, I have a Patreon, and I do get donations of PayPal that sometimes it does slip my mind and I don't check my PayPal for months. And I will be making that part of a Super Chat Square Up next week. But I rely on you guys. Now, because of the situation currently in California, which is, it is, I hate this saying, God damn it. It is what it is though. We're going to end up having to move, so I'm going to probably end up, I've been kind of threatening this for a long time, but I've never done it. I've always gotten close, but I've not done it yet, which is get sponsors. If I do get a sponsor, it'll only be a couple. And the only one I would interrupt the video with is Audible. Okay, because I like Audible quite a bit. So we'll see if they still want me. I'm not sure. And there's another one I'm working on, and we'll see if it even happens. And if it's only because I like these two companies. And if it doesn't work out, then there will be no sponsors. I don't begrudge any other YouTuber for doing it. You got to do what you got to do. But I don't know. It's bad enough that I have to interrupt the video reminding about subscribers. Because if we don't do that, YouTube it's a different YouTube than it was a year ago. It most certainly was. Things are still great. I am grateful. I am grateful for all of you. I am grateful for this platform. And I'm having a good time. I am. Despite all of this, I am having fun. Hope I'm bringing you a little enjoyment. A little. Hail to you all from the great state of Montana, says OK Gare MT Bear. OK Gare Montana Bear. So it's MT Bear Montana Bear for $2. Thank you very much. Bald Eagle 1787 for $5. I'm surprised you guys are still up. I thought Sony copywrote everything on YouTube. I get left alone. I've been putting up memes and all kinds of crap and nobody's touched me. So maybe I'm just, not that important, which is fine. It's always good to fly under the radar once in a while. Once in a while. State's Manual for $2. Good content should be rewarded. Just saying. Thanks. Thank you. That's nice. Modalicious for $2. Odin can eat up a spotted Duke for not liking Dunkirk. Oh, I don't think he said Duke, said Modalicious. I think he said something that starts with D and ends with K, but I was trying to clean it up. I haven't seen Dunkirk yet. I got to see it. Ryan Cannell, RK Outpost for $2 because we showed the deep fake, is telling us to F off. But I know he really means it. My internet son has reached his adolescence, and he's like, I don't need you anymore, Dad. I've been on EFAP, and I get memed more than I never get memed. So, unless when I meme myself, T. Louie too. But yeah, Boom Her for $2. Fork and knife is what we call it here. Fork. Oh, gotcha. For a little frackin' frel. John Zeller for $5. That was really funny. Thanks, I needed that. There was a lot of funnies, and that was when we put up, if you want to go and reference, somebody put together a deep fake of Ryan Cannell and Deer Person getting his head scratched, and it's hilarious. That was really, really funny. Thanks, I needed that, says John Zeller for $5. Brown Gaijin for $2. As the video right now or last night with Cecil. I think it was last night. It was the one last night. Theo Local Loner for £2. Do any of you guys like the Fandom Menace, the movie? I do not. No, I never have. I like the lightsaber duel at the end and the Duel of the Fates. It might be the best single piece of music out of Star Wars, and I'm not kidding. It probably is. But no, the movie is not good. It's objectively not a good movie. If you enjoyed it because you watched it when you were 7 and 8, that's who it was made for. And that I understand. I completely understand. But no, it's not good. I am Arthur. I will not defile to the SJWs. They can suck cock in hell, and that's KOQ. Says Arthur P for $5. Yes, they can. Tater Toddler Jer Hermie for $2. Why is Jeremy crying? Smile for me. Smile. Jeremy is crying because he's a little pussy. G Virus 00 for $5. Needed to clean out the woke crap from my brain, so I binge watched Spellbinder for cheap but a good show. There you go. We all have to do that. That's why I've been watching the hell out of. I'm actually on to season 2 of the Venture Brothers, which, I mean, they have some of the best art. Jackson Public and Doc Hammer are geniuses, and they used to work on The Tick, I believe. And yeah, the Venture Brothers is one of the greatest shows ever. So, favorite comic character, mine is Superman. My single favorite comic book character at the moment, because it's changed a lot. Now, it was always Spider-Man from age 5 to about age 45, and then it changed. I would have to say, if it's one overall, I can't do one overall. Right now, as it stands, it is Superman and Daredevil. Shame Cat for $2. What do you mean? Like it said it changed. I mean, I love Wolverine. I love Ghost Rider. Big fan of Ghost Rider. Huge fan of Ghost Rider. Start asking now for a Raimi cut of Doctor Strange 2, says Shamecat for $2. I should. You know, Raimi should just direct and completely control for the MCU the supernatural side of it. Imagine a Raimi Ghost Rider. Imagine a Raimi Ghost Rider even 15 years ago with Bruce Campbell as Johnny Blaze. That would be the shit. Arthur P. for $2. Still waiting for Cobra Kai Season 3. Thoughts? Everything is on hold because of the lockdown, but you will get it eventually. It should have been out, right? It comes out in May. I think it was May. That's what I seem to remember. JMail 2020 for $1.99. Harley Quinn's fun, little woke, but clever and funny. I'm not even tolerant of a little woke right now. It gets tiresome. And Harley Quinn is, to me, it's the same thing as Daredevil. Man, that is a one-note Daredevil. Deadpool. It's a one-note joke that gets old. It's like, I'm breaking the fourth wall, and blah, 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 blah. It's just like, you know, it gets old. John Zeller for $5. Give the role of Batwoman to Ezra Miller. That would be stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. I almost want to make the thumbnail Ezra Miller as Batwoman. They'd probably get mad at me, but fuck it. Let's do it anyway. GP Spectre for $5. Hey, Az, when are you going to bottle that internet gas? I want to send the first bottle to Kathleen Kennedy's clan. I saw what you did there. Thank you, JP Spectre. Inquisitor B13 is a member at the Gandalf level. Hail. Dean Heiss is a member at the Jaloja level. Hail. Thank you, Jaloja. Orville, go watch it. JMail 2012 for $1.99. Give Batwoman to Amber Heard. Perfect crap storm. Yeah, I saw that Onion superhero site put that up there. That was funny. That was funny. The John Beck for $2. That poor lady who did get paralyzed. Damn, she did. Yeah, somebody did get paralyzed on the set. Cyrus number 1 for Canadian 2 pesos. 2 Canadian pesos. If Stephanie Bertritz was Batwoman, I'd watch it. Stephanie Beatriz. Beatriz? Who's Stephanie Beatriz? Who's Stephanie? I can't check. Well, I'll take your word for it. She's probably hot. I probably know her if I saw her. Jason Smoot for $2. We need Batwoman to continue. The content that comes from it is too amazing. The EFAPs alone were glorious. Hashtag watch you. Oh my God. Hashtag what'd you bring me? What'd you bring me? I have no idea. That must be EFAP lore. Superior Glotka for £5. Love you guys. Please get Razor Fist on. Can Odin do old man Gary impressions, please? Hollywood writers are a bunch of twonks. They are. They are. I am an old man. There's no impression. I am an old man. I'm 50 years old. Hopefully Odin will live that long. But Odin doesn't go outside very... See, the whole lockdown is nothing to Odin. Go watch his car video with Jeremy. And go watch his social anxiety when he gets outside of his house. Something to behold. And you also get to see a gold Darth Vader with the boombox in downtown New Orleans. It's really weird. Isaiah Long for $5. Cameron Monaghan was the only great part of Gotham as the Joker twins. Great. I mean, like, I don't, Gotham was harmless. It was a joke, but then it became a joke. Pros call fans toxic, but the fans can do a better job with customers and fan movies than the so-called pros can. Sad, ain't it? Well, G-Virus, a 00. Let's see if I can pull up an example of pros. Of pros. Here, I just tweeted this out. Can you guys see it? Hang on, let me make sure you guys can see it. You guys can kind of see it. All right, I don't want to mess with my window. So let's go down here. You should be able to see it right there. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. This was tweeted earlier today. This is a comic shop owner, by the way. Gray Matters Splat. Quick! There's a dude in a Cyberfrog shirt in the store. Somebody give me talking points for the random conversation I'm going to start in the store. You know what I want to hear. Those evil Nazis, you know. So, here's a talking point I provided for him as a former shop owner. Welcome. My name is insert here. Let me know if you need any help finding anything. Or, greetings. My name's Gary. If you got any questions, just holler. Those are just 2 examples of what you would say to a customer when he walks in your store. Dipshit. The fact that I have to say this out loud, the fact that you felt you needed to put this on Twitter, is why there's a hashtag RIP Comic Shops. I want to help you guys. It's hard when you do this. It's like, it's dumb, dude. This is dumb. So when you hear people getting upset, this is why. This makes every comic shop owner look bad. Now, this is just an individual comic shop owner. It shouldn't make every comic shop owner look bad, but sometimes people don't see things like that. So it's just a good example of how to not run a comic shop. Maybe this kid's rich. I don't know the store. I don't know anything about this store. It's their shop to do with what they will. But I guarantee you, comic shops, better chance than not, somebody knows about Cyberfrog, purchased Cyberfrog, likes Ethan, knows about Ethan, who shops in your store. I would imagine every store in America has heard of Ethan Van Sciver, and the vast majority of them have heard of Comicsgate, and a great many of them might be, at the very least, sympathetic towards it. So keep that in mind while you try to survive. Otherwise, I hope you have a vocational class in mind. Learn a skill. It certainly helped me. Well, it was always good to know. I never wanted to go back to it. And guess what? I ended up having to. Nothing lasts forever. So it was a good thing when I walked out of prison and I had $200 and I didn't have shit to my fucking name and I had been homeless before, that I went out and decided to learn a skill. So I would never be in that position again. So I would never have to do that, robbing and stealing shit again. And I learned a skill, and it was great to have it to fall back on. And I have that skill to this very day. I can go back and find a job anywhere based on the skill of being able to sell auto parts. I know how to sell auto parts, and that's brilliant. I don't want to go back to it. I didn't want to go back to it before, but thank God it was there. Thank God it was there. So have fun, dude. God damn. You just want to... What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I hope the guy's just like looking for attention on Twitter. And honestly, that's probably what it is. I doubt he's going to say anything. So, but that way to gift wrap a good example for us there, my man. Right. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Okay. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. Tech God 79, thank you for joining the Gandalf level. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, Razorfist, yes, I will reach out to Razorfist this week. I would love to talk to him first. I know it's awkward. Well, it's probably not awkward for him. He's been a guest on many, many, many shows, but I want to get him on. I definitely want to get him on. It's hard for me to round up guests. That's why I'm actually in 45 minutes. I'm talking to somebody about helping me with that. Cause I got to focus on the show. I feel like, I need to do better, and it's because I've got way too many distractions during the show. I try to minimize my distractions as much as possible. That's why I don't spend much time on Twitter. That's why I don't really get involved in chat groups and stuff. Probably going to have to start one for Friday Night Tights because it's getting pretty big, and there's a lot of requests for it and stuff. So that's good. But and that's all good. That's growth. That's development. But I don't have an army of people, again. And I got Melissa helping me. And I need a little more help. But I mean, the rest of it, I think I can handle myself. Gary is the best character on the Venture Brothers. Character development for days. That is true. That is very true. Ramas Salami. Hi, Gary. Mr. Insanity for $4.99. Hail theory I just heard. What if all the Jedi voices in Rey's head were from Palpatine? Mr. Insanity, probably they were, I mean, essentially they were from Palpatine because they came from J.J. Abrams through Kathleen Kennedy. So that is the evil that's behind that. If you could pick an 80s or 90s TV show like Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future, or an old show and remake it, which would you guys pick? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to save that for next week. G-Virus, remind me, please. But what, a show that I liked when I was younger that hasn't been made in anything. Honestly, a serious take on Space Ghost. A serious take on Space Ghost. And I would take Joe Kelly's adaptation and turn that into a TV series because it was fracking dope. It was great. As a matter of fact, I might take elements of it. People have been pushing me to do a comic. When I open the store, I might do one. I might do one then. Yes, the store is going to be opened in 2021. We've got a date. We're going to move towards it, and the channel's going to be fine. We'll hire people in the store, and the deal is to have this be part of the store. I've talked about it before. But yeah, I would have a little more time to be creative, and I have an idea for a comic. I really do. Crispy Critters for $2. Charisma sells. Pie is the best poison they have. Charisma does sell. And a lot of these people, like Jodie Whittaker, does not have it. Ruby Rose does not have it. Women can have charisma. Of course they can. Those two women do not. By the way, Doctor Who, the Doctor should be a man. The Doctor does not succeed when the Doctor is not a man, and it has been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, if you have great writing, but I haven't seen that yet. So the facts in front of us are Doctor Who has failed because of the writing, and people do not like the actress, and more people do not like the Doctor as a woman than care to admit it. Secretly, I get told, I don't like it either. People go, I don't have a problem with it. And maybe you genuinely don't. I don't have a problem with it for sexist reasons. The Doctor is a dude. I'm rooting for a dude. I don't care what the dude could be, a black dude, an Asian dude, a Filipino dude. Don't care. Don't really care about anything else. Dude. And that's it. It's not because I favor dudes. That's what the character I like. You fundamentally change the character when it becomes a woman. Now, you want to push this bullshit that men and women are all the same. They're not. Mental capacity, of course, as far as intelligence, of course, but there's a lot of differences in approach. And that is, it's proven by science, okay? They're still human beings. God, the fact that you have to fucking say this shit out loud is the fact that, like, this argument that we're still fighting. And it's the arguments created on Twitter. God, I hate that platform. I'm off it at the end of the year. Fucking done. And yeah, it's great. I got a ton of followers on it, but it's garbage. Starry-Eyed Girl. Ahmad, one of my favorite people, is gone off Twitter. And you know what? Maybe she had enough. I don't know what's behind it, honestly, but she's gone, and I'm worried about her. But maybe she had enough, and I wouldn't blame her. Kapla in New York. You can't hunt, but there's a lot of hunting going on in New York, though. Bird of Prey 5. But be safe out there. Be safe, my friend, and it's great to see you. Andrew Reeder for $5 Canadian. So is Mixer going to take over? Also, love your show. Thank you, my friend, and I don't think so. I unless Twitch gets lamer. I haven't even checked out Mixer yet. Jeremy's been trying to talk me into going over to Twitch. And I probably will do a couple shows, but YouTube's my platform. Twitch is great for getting monetized. All right. So if you need some cheddar and you have some like real loyal, dedicated fans, that's all well and good. But I don't know if I can offer anything other than playing The Witcher poorly. So I am going to play The Witcher. It might even be this weekend because I am chilling this weekend. I'm not gonna, if I do a video, it will be like a low tier. I'm probably gonna do some more of those. I don't mean to call them low tiers, just It's ones I don't spend 3 or 4 days on. It's just me talking. Because quite honestly, the last one I did very well. So, and I put minimum of effort into it. So, yeah, going over to the Twitch is something I'm probably going to have to do. Listen, eventually, I mean, who knows? I take it one day at a time. We are about to hit in the June swoon in YouTube. So what's the June swoon? The June swoon is when the advertising dollars go down. They go down in the summertime. That's already started to happen. But the advertising dollars were already down, but they're going to go down more, which means video recommendations are going to go down, which means you're going to start hearing a lot of YouTubers worried about their channels. It happens every summer. I said it last summer, and I said it the summer before that. It happens every summer, and it's already started in a lot of ways. So I'm thankful. We're still growing. I still gain a couple subs here and there, and that is awesome. Lord Funkycus for $2. Hail, if any are interested. Preston, oh yeah, I read this one. Preston's going to be on Nick Recada's show tonight. You know what? I admire the guy for going on. Get there early while Nick has urged that chat to behave. Sorry, I read things literally. So get there early while Nick has urged the chat to behave. We all know that likely won't last long, and Preston will leave. Yeah, you're right, Lord Funkicus. You are absolutely correct, sir. Sorry, I screwed that up. Revener for $2. It'll be Superman and Lewis. That's true. Yes, it will. I'll probably get through a quarter of an episode and stop watching in disgust. The John Beck for $2, because he addresses Clinton Foundation stealing the money. Oh, and that documentary we were talking about, yeah. We got a little political last night. I want to apologize for that. I mean, hey, we go where the conversation goes. It's not anybody's fault but mine. That is not something I'm going to make a habit of, okay? And the guys know. And the guys don't want to get political either. We want to keep this thing fun. That's why we really don't want to reference what's going on right now too much and just keep it to pop culture. And I know there's much more important things going on in the world. I understand that, but we're trying to keep it as light as possible here. Hail, Nerdrotic. I'm still waiting for Gary Dave Cullen collaboration. Make it happen, Gary. Press F in the chat if y'all agree. Hail the Fandom Menace, the Grand Inquisitor for $5. Yeah, we play poor Dave Cullen. I love him, and we play tag on emails, and I think his emails probably way worse than mine. He's a much bigger channel. He just had a great video removed from YouTube, and I will share it with you guys on Twitter. So keep an eye about with an hour of watching this. I will share it on Twitter. It's on BitChute. Watch his interview about the other side of the situation going on here. What's happening, which is dangerous, which led to Joe Rogan leaving YouTube, is they are removing legitimate complaints, not illegit. Listen, there's crazy stuff. You have to keep the crazy stuff off YouTube. I understand that. And I mean the real crazy stuff. And I think YouTube generally waits for somebody to complain. So some media outlet flagged Dave Cullen's video, or it would have been left up. So you have the Access Media actively trying to take down YouTubers and control the information. That's scary shit. Whether you agree with it or not, I think we can all agree we don't need that happening. I will not flag anybody's video ever, like ever. The only time I would do anything is to protect my trademark. But if somebody wants to make a video critical of me, great, awesome. I have no problem doing that. Almost means, you know, it's good for your channel. But honestly, a lot of people don't. But if they do, that's great. But yeah, Dave's awesome. Dave's great. Chris Mead for $5. Gary, look up a Silver Dollar Sauce by Lou Antolino. It's a science fiction short story on what the author thought Tunguska was. Fun as hell. Ooh, I will check that out. Silver Dollar Sauce. Thank you very much. Thomas Ballou for $2. Hey, does Karen like rum? Karen likes Zinfandel. Thomas, Zinfandel. I could answer that for Az. You want to know why? Because I live next to the most Karens per capita on the planet, Marin County. Stargirl can also be used now. Its first 3 episodes were great and apolitical. Apolitical. Deliso Chipanda comedy for £5. I will check out Stargirl because I like the Justice Society, but you know what? That's what people were saying about every CW show in the beginning. So, I mean, Deliso, thank you very much for the super chat. I will check it out, but I'll hold you to it if it's woke or bad. Senglord Drakinos for $2. Is there a Marxist bent to the SJW movement, or no? There's a Marxist bent to it, and not all of it though. No. I think a lot of it is not political. I think it's people looking for attention. I think certain things use it as political, and I think it comes from a partisan angle. But I think the vast majority of people do it for selfish means. Shark Dentures for $5. To me, martial arts is man dancing, like professional wrestling was man soap opera. Love them, and yeah, Troy fight choreography was top tier. Yeah, that was a damn good movie. I liked the movie a lot. I actually did. Yeah, martial arts to me isn't the end all be all. I think it's really fun to watch once in a while. But in practical life, in real fighting, it's man dancing. Sorry, I mean I'm sorry. I know that might trigger some folks, but there were some like legit dangerous dudes out there. But if you've ever been in a real fight, you know it's not choreographed. A guy grabs a pipe, a guy grabs a shiv, a guy grabs a knife, and I don't know how much choreography you use, you're dead. I read that one last night. Okay, Bob Monk, 388 for £4.99. Heel versus babyface. Why is British comedy almost funnier than the US version? I'm not being racist, but no, it's because it's more intelligent. It's more intelligent. They get more introspective with their comedy. Michael King has removed YouTube removed his message. Sorry, Michael. Thank you for the $4.99 though. I appreciate it. Senglord Draconis for $5. Is social justice warrior SJW a 3-letter word for Marxist? Is that you asking the same question again? Okay, so you're following it up. Got you. Is there a Marxist bent to the SJW movement, or is social justice warrior SJW a 3-letter word for Marxists? And I gave my answer. I think yes, there's some Marxism behind it, but no. There's as with everything, it depends on the individual. Usually there's an individual bent. Is there a Marxist bent with a lot of the people? Yes, I would say so. Saw where Rachel Maddow had a character role on Batwoman. Thoughts on her acting? LOL. RTR Jeremy. Michael King for $4.99. Acting? For somebody who reads off a teleprompter, she couldn't read off a script. It's fucking awful. The Waltman 4 for $4.99. Cheers from Marin. The Marin I was just talking about. Just wanted to say thanks to Nerdrotic for the kind words earlier this week where I was trying to get things up and running. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Hail. Cisco Kid for $10. If they want a strong female lead so bad, why don't they just make a Lady Sif spinoff? Whether it be a movie or a comic. What happens to Lady Sif in the MCU anyway? That's a very good question. I loved Lady Sif. Everybody loved Lady Sif. But Lady Sif wasn't bringing the agenda. She was just a normal female character, and she was very... You know what? I got the answer right now. Heteronormative. She had a crush on Thor. Heteronormative. That's why. Jason Smoot for $2. Thoughts on Old Boy, the original, and the Vengeance trilogy. One of my favorite movies of all time. Old Boy is brilliant. Vengeance trilogy is good. It was good. Old Boy is just like something else, though. Vader for $10. My first ever super chat goes to Friday Night Kites because you guys are awesome. Will somebody shut that Jeremy guy up? Hashtag cancel Jeremy. Raylos are weird. Fuck Naughty Dog. Thank you, Vader. Eric K for $5. Leia has a sister and a brother, Luke. When did that happen? I'm going to put that in my video, Eric K. Yes, I'm doing a video on that, by the way. Hint, I'm doing a video on that. It'll be out Sunday. That's my lower tier one. Tater Toddler Jer Hermie for $5. The real reason R2 was offline in the sequels was because he was fired off the Falcon complaining about a lack of Lando sex. He was not really offline. Yeah, he wasn't fired. He was going through trauma after Lando sex. Okay, because it was without consent. It was without consent. Dingleberry Farms is a member at the proto-molecule level. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Is thumbs up racist now too, or just an alt-right dog whistle? I'm not sure. I can't keep track. When did Luke turn into Aunt Beru? Mech1164. What was the date Disney bought Star Wars? C, date Disney bought Star Wars for $2. Crispy Critters for $2. SJWs aren't into grooming. Other than the blue hair, you're right. Thank you for the $2. Peppermint oil capsule for £2. I've been calling them Lucas fake ever since George Lucas left. That's actually a good term for it, to be honest with you. Lucas fake. I like that. Black Tiger 001 for 5 Canadian pesos. Would you be comfortable putting everything in your mouth of someone named Chewy, or anything in your mouth of someone named Chewy? The answer would be no. Always. Thank you. Culture Casino for $1.49. Thank you for the very phallic unicorn. I appreciate it. Zanato Sanders for $4.99. 99. Yes, again, people occasionally put the unicorns in the chat. I don't know what it's from, but every time it makes me think of Unicorn Store by Brie Larson, because that movie is about the D. Xanto Sanders for $4.99. I discovered Heel versus Babyface looking for weekly Batwoman destruction. This is the first time I've seen Az happy. Az is always happy. He's a happy bloke. You kidding me? He's a funny guy. Bobby C, this one's a bummer, but thanks for the $10. Nerdrotic, where were you the past Tuesday, May 19th with a live stream? I waited all day for your stream commemorating the 1-year anniversary of the Game of Thrones series finale. Well, we did that on the Inquisition. We talked about it on the Inquisition the Sunday before. I meant to do a live stream, but I was working on the Batwoman video, and then Ruby Rose quit. Or was that the same day? But I was working on a video all day for that, and that's sometimes takes precedence, but I'm changing that now. So I'm going to move towards trying to get the Nerdrotic Nooner scheduled at because that's the only time that's the only way it's going to work. All right. The reason Friday Night Tights has grown is because I have been doing a Friday night show, not at the same time, but I've been doing a Friday night show since 2017. So damn near 3 years I've been doing it and building this thing up. It's gone through a lot of changes, a lot of co-hosts, but I've been doing it since October 2017. So, I've been working on it a long time. The Inquisition was born out of Game of Thrones. It's doing well. I'm going to see if I could talk Doomcock into doing it a little earlier, because I think that does help. It's certainly helped with Friday Night Tights. But we'll see. We'll see. But no, a lot of you have mentioned, listen, I every time I do a Friday Night Tights, every time I do an Inquisition, I get 5 emails, minimum. 5 emails going, we love your Nerdrotic Nooners. Are you going to do more? Are you going to do them on a set time? The answer is yes. I apologize. I mean, I am grateful for the fact that you guys are waiting to hear me live stream. If it's just one of you, I need to listen. So, Bobby C, I apologize, and I will do better next time. Beer Me to Brett for $5. Found as and just some guy thanks to Naughty Dog. And here is some more of the money that would have gone to them if they weren't dumb as hell. Thank you. I will pass that on to Just Some Guy and Az. Those are both great YouTubers. I have been subscribed to Just Some Guy since the early Comicsgate days. Early Comicsgate days. He's a great YouTuber, and we will definitely have him back. I love that guy. And as you know, here's the thing. Unsolicited advice for any creator out there. There's a lot of mistakes I've made. There's a lot of mistakes a lot of us made that we all learn from. But the basic thing with YouTube is consistency of content, being real with your audience. You have to be good at it. Okay. You have to be good at it. But that varies. I mean, that really varies. Because look at some of the people who've been very successful. Listen, I'm small potatoes on this platform. There's guys with millions of subs I've never heard of. But the one thing I have learned is what derails a YouTuber every single time. And listen, I'm a human being. I am not free of this either, so I'm not saying this as a judgment on anybody or like I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. I am just a average Joe, okay, with a mic. That's all I am. And listen, I root for other YouTubers. If Az passes me up in subs tomorrow, great. Awesome. He's talented. He's fucking funny. I want him to succeed. And guess what? It won't hurt me at all. I'm as good as I am, and it has nothing to do with Az or anybody else. Petty jealousy. Petty jealousy can derail any YouTuber, even the best of them. We're watching Keem and H3H3 go at it, and that is just over petty shit. All right. They're much bigger YouTubers than I will ever be. H3H3 has, he's maybe Mount Rushmore of YouTubers. Keemstar probably is too. I don't subscribe to either of them. If you like them, great. I'm not into their content, as they probably don't like me very much, or never heard of me. Probably that's the reality. They've never heard of me, but I absolutely respect what both of them have done. It's incredible what these people have done. Yeah, I'm just not into drama. I'm not into the YouTube drama, but those guys are top of their game at what they do. I understand that. But petty jealousy can derail your channel. It happens every single time. Okay. That's why I stay off Twitter. Again, I'm not saying I'm free of this. That's why I try to avoid it. Oh, I want to get involved in stuff. Sometimes I do. But then I think better of it. So that's my approach. That's my approach. I am rooting for every single one of my friends here on YouTube. If they have passed me up in subs, I am not competing against anybody. I'm trying to do what's best for this channel and for everybody who supported it. That's all I can do. I love Flash Gordon, but I know the kids don't read it. Peppermint oil capsule for £2. Yeah, I used Flash Gordon as an example of what Star Trek's going to be. Okay. I love Flash Gordon too. I wish somebody would take a good swing at it and keep it with the source material. We know they won't. But Star Trek is going the way of Flash Gordon, where everybody loves it, but it's just not relevant anymore. And that's where it's headed, thanks to Alex Kurtzman, the talentless hack. Preach, Brother Walton, says Cultural Casino for $2. Stephen Walton came in and just did a great rant. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description, but it's going to be right next to this on the channel. Manda Panda 007 gives a Bravo sticker. Thank you. Thank you. And that's for Steven. That's for Steven. Crispy Critters for $2. Money, I just came in. Money. Thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $2. Snow Dub, music and entertainment for $2. Hail Steven, hail Nerdrotics, hashtag Cotton Connection. Hashtag the Cotton Connection. Preach, my brother, and hail, Snow Dub. Hail, Sporking News Podcast. Love Sporking News Podcast. Good channel there. Preach, my brother, for $2. Agent Zero. Hail, Walton, whoop, for $5. Hail, Stephen Walton. And I can't wait to see the book. I can't wait to see the book. And he did a great job last night. So his book is in demand again. His book is in demand. So I will link it in the description of this video. So look down in the description and you will see the link to his book. It's on demand. Give it a buy. Throw him some shekels. I am getting the book, and I will read the book, and I will give you my thoughts on the book. Darkstar76 for $5. Hail, Gary and all on the panel. Hail, Steven, just got your book midweek. Can't wait to dig into it. I send you this as you address us. Preach on, brother. Hail, Darkstar, for the $5. And everything, every amount, absolutely everything is you guys. Okay. It gets more difficult to address. This is a YouTuber problem, but just please, I'm just trying to be real with you. It's very difficult to address everybody. We want to, though. And listen, it eats us up. It does. It eats me up. It eats Doomcock up. It eats everybody up. We wish we can get to everything. There's just the point where you get to this. And the question has to be asked. And I ask myself every day, it's like, how many subs do you need? Well, more is always enough, because when you're successful, I'm the kind of person who believes that you should hit the gas pedal instead of let off it. But there will be like, what's the next milestone? What, 1 million or something like that? I don't think I'll ever hit 1 million, to be honest with you. And that's fine. But you have to play the game on YouTube. And the game is, if you're not growing, you're not showing. If you're not growing, you're not showing. You notice Collider videos aren't coming up in your feed, and they used to. You notice Campia videos aren't coming up in your feed. Campia pretty much got to, and listen, this isn't a bad thing. I'm not the biggest fan of Campia. I love his co-host, Robert Meyer Burnett, but he's grown to a certain height and he said, I'm good here, and I'm just going to do live streams, and I'll cut out little pieces of my live streams, and I won't do videos. And unfortunately for him, because I think that's a good philosophy, to be honest with you, YouTube doesn't like that. So you're not going to grow on YouTube. So you have to make recorded videos at least once a week. At least once a week. Unless you're like Critical Drinker or Mauler or Red Letter Media. And then you can do one once a month and it's going to get 1 million because you're fucking good. But those of us average Joes who are not that talented, we have to do one every couple of days to keep the channel growing. And listen, I do a lot less videos. I was just looking at it this morning. I used to do 20 videos a month. Believe it or not, I used to do 20 videos a month. It changed last November. It's not anything I did consciously. I just started working more on individual videos, trying to bring the quality up. The thing is, it takes time. So now, like last month, I did 7 videos. The month before that, I did 7. Now I'm going to bring that up a little bit. That's a little, but the channel was still growing. It was. But now that we're entering the June swoon, I'm probably going to do more. But when it comes to you guys, it's your guys' response, your comments, your views, your super chats. We're shit. We're dick without you guys. And I need to remember, just along with everybody else, to stop and thank you. And I don't have words for it. Like, this is an absolutely brilliant job. This is a brilliant job. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And I will keep in mind to stop, check myself, and thank you more. Steven's good for that. Steven's good for that. So hail you guys. All right. And everybody out there and all y'all who are trying to get channels. And I know some of you guys are grinded and it's a hard time coming. And the only thing I can tell you is I've been on YouTube since 2014. 2014. So where I'm still relatively, it was last year I was considered relatively new in the Fandom Menace. I was in the chats. I was one of those people in the chats and commenting on videos for Comicsgate, but I wasn't really there. I never used the hashtag, and I wouldn't pretend to start using it now. But I've always been there. I've always supported when I can. And that's because I am a fan. That's all I am, is a fan. And I just turned on the microphone, and here we go. But thank you guys. Jad for $20 says, amen. Amen to Stephen Walton. By the way, his rant was great. So I hope if he hasn't done it already, which I've given him and others permission, you can clip anything you want out of the videos and use it on your channel. It's fine. The Fandom Menace does it, and it's okay. If Steven wants to cut out his rant and put it on his channel, he's free to do so. He's absolutely free to do so. Hail and go Team Venture, says Cosmo James for $19.99. Hail and go Team Venture. Goddamn. Go Team Venture. Actually, my next tattoo, which will probably be my last, is going right here. The Guild of Calamitous Intent. I need a cigarette, says Crypto Critters for $2. Well, here's something I rarely do. I mean, like, you see me turn the camera off and stuff. It's because of the last nasty habit I have is this. And I needed one too. Oh, whoops. Put that speech on Twitter. Let's spread the love. Jens Jurnik Jurgensen for 20 Danish krona. You know what? I will. Consider it done, Jens. So after I record this, I'll isolate it and put it on Twitter. Eric K for $5. Jeremy takes the air out of the room from all the internet gas. He does. He does. He does. We love Jeremy. We fucking... See, the thing is, that's why I know I can trust Jeremy. And this is why we became instant friends, because he can take shit. And if you can take shit, especially the kind I sling out, and I'm sure he feels the same about me, the shit he slings to me, and Comics Division can take it. Listen, that's what dudes do, and that's also how we test things. You know, it's good to have good boundaries. Boundaries is a very helpful thing. But if you can't give somebody shit, if they're going to get, you know, upset about it like really easy, it's hard to trust somebody. And trust is an important thing in friendship. I have my issues with it, of course, but yeah. Darth Bredicus for $10. And you also, listen, you also have to keep in mind, you have to be sensitive to people too. I understand that, and empathetic. And that's why you wait to get to know somebody before you start giving them shit. You don't do that like off the bat. I understand that point too. So I know there's another side to that. All right. Darth Bredicus for $10. They keep trying to shove this social engineering BS down our throats, but the only thing that goes down our throats is what we eat, and we will chew them up and eat them alive. Hail Darth Bredicus. Beastly Nerd for $10. Facts. I remember when this stuff wasn't cool and you were made fun of. For example, I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers and made fun for it. Oh yeah, I used to make fun of people watching Power Rangers. But now we don't, because we grew up. But remember, when Power Rangers was out, I was an adult. So if an adult was watching that shit, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's different now. Things change. Craig Poole for £10. After seeing our favorite franchises destroyed in recent years, is there anything, movies, shows, comics, games that you guys are actually looking forward to in 2020? Hashtag justice for Anas. Hashtag cancel Jeremy. Well, everything's been canceled in 2020. So I am looking forward to Expanse Season 5, Venture Brothers Season 8. I am looking forward to Witcher Season 2. I am looking forward to the new Expanse book. I am looking forward to, in a way, the Lord of the Rings TV show, unless it goes completely woke. I am looking forward to The Winds of Winter. I am looking forward to Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange. I'm looking forward to the Snyder Cut. If there's an Ayer Cut, I am looking forward to that. I think there might be. I am looking forward to Bright 2 if it ever comes out, because I loved Bright 1, speaking of David Ayer. There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to reading a bunch of the old comics that I picked up, including Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. As I've said before, yes, I owned a comic shop, but I've been a lifelong Marvel fan, so there's a big gaping hole in my life of Silver Age DC, aside from like Doom Patrol, Teen Titans, and Justice League, that I haven't read, and Batman and Superman, that I've never read. So I'm going to read a lot of stuff. And Kirby Fourth World I've read some of it, but not all of it. And yeah, and the New Gods and stuff. Paleo Geek for Chris for $1.99. Did Steven just say Chris Chinballs? Perfect. Yes, he did. He did. I use chibi. That's my term for him. I will be writing the Doctor Who chapter for the next Fandom Menace volume. It will be done. Steven, you can hold me to this. It'll be done by July 1st. July 1st, it'll be done. Hey guys, what are your thoughts on the movie 13th Warrior? Oh, Apollimi's Minion for $5. 13th Warrior. I don't think I saw the 13th Warrior. Should I? Yeah, I don't think I saw it. I'll ask the guys next time. But you know what? Maybe I'll check it out. Apollimi's Minion. No, I'm sorry. Apollimi's Minion. Apollimi's Minion for $2. And $2 for your move. Thank you, Minion. I appreciate it. Yes, I am leaving. Cal Exit has started. I'll be out by 2021. The process is going to take a year. It'll take a year to move out of this house to go find another one. I think what we are going to do is probably rent somewhere and see if we like it. And then go from there and buy a house. And we're going to hang on to our house here because we can't sell it right now because the economy's in the crapper. And like, listen, San Francisco real estate is always good to have. It's a rare thing. People want to move here, and go ahead. Please. I am very fortunate that I own a house, and I'm grateful for that every day, just as I'm grateful for you guys. Again, I was homeless. I had a rough life. I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing to my name. And I built it all up over time, worked my ass off for it. And it's because of the system we're in right now allowed me to do that through hard work, determination. Yes, grit, hard work, determination, and good relationships with people, making friends who did help. A lot of them. I am here today. Not help with handouts. No. Gave me opportunities to work and earn my money. Happy for Snyder, but I don't want Dick Grayson dead. Peppermint oil capsule for £2. We either have Dick Grayson dead or Dick Grayson saying fuck Batman in a stupid Titan show. We can't win. I like the character of Dick. Everybody wants to see more Dick in the DC universe, and they need Dick treated with respect. But they're always slapping Dick around, beating Dick down, making Dick soft, and it just doesn't work. They need to make Dick hard, and once they make Dick hard, he'll grow on everybody. So thank you, Josh P for $20. Hail the Fandom Menace. Started watching The Orville due to your recommendation. Just finished Identity, and Isaac is still best boy. Hell yeah, Josh P. Thank you for the $20, and I'm looking forward. I cannot believe I did this. I apologize to Tom Constantino, the producer, the great producer of The Orville, and even better human being, by the way. He is the best example of the best of Hollywood. If everybody in Hollywood was like Tom Constantino, there would be no Fandom Menace, and Hollywood would be that much richer because they have people. Seth MacFarlane surrounds himself with great people, and there is great people working there. I've met a bunch of them, and they're nothing but nice. And they don't judge you based on your politics. They certainly have a political side, but they don't think you're inhuman for leaning to the right or being center. And neither do I. Doyle Hargrave for $2. Bruce Lee fight in Ip Man 4 is pure awesome. Oh, I gotta watch that, dude. I honestly know nothing about it. Ancient One was pandering to China because they hate anything Tibetan, so they became Celtic. Andy Lee, you're right. I didn't even think of that. Thank you for the $5. Red Gaze, what's up, brother? $4.99. Hail, Gary, my man Steven, chat, and panel. We love an IP to rekindle our love for space fan. I was thinking of Ip Man. We have an IP to rekindle our love for space fantasy. Check out Sunsword on Indiegogo. Hail CG, hail the Fandom Menace, and check it out. Steven shouted it out at the end of the show, and that is available on Indiegogo, and it's called Sunsworn. Did I say Sunsword? I'm sorry, Red Gaze. Sunsworn, and it is available on Indiegogo right now, and it is part of that movement, that evil movement that wants to make good entertainment, that wants anybody to read it. That's not from a political side. They just want to have fun. So please support that as much as you can. If you like it. Comedy died in 2000, says Bob Monk 388 for £1.99. Other than a precious few comedians out there, Ricky Gervais, Kurt Metzger, and Dave Chappelle, you're not wrong. I can make an argument comedy died with Bill Hicks. Jason Smoot for $20. Can you play the recent Hail Salad vid from Camel Moon? I will, I'll link it in the description. So if people want to watch it, they can definitely go see it in the description. Not going to play it because it's deep lore for Ethan's channel, and the vast majority of the people who watch my channel will have no idea what's going on. It's funny. They do a freaking brilliant job with that stuff. You know how much time that takes? I know how much time it takes to research and edit one of my videos, I have to, when I do an interview clip, I like to see the context. So I watch the whole interview. So for each clip, there's about an hour, 2 hours of time into that. So what those guys do, my God, that must take forever. And the quality is top notch. So go check it out. It'll be linked in the description. Thank you, Jason Smoot. Thank you for the $20. Sorry I couldn't play it, but again, that's like deep Ethan lore for Ethan's guys and gals over there. Those crazy wacky CGers. Matt G for $1.49. We're gonna get Ethan back on the show soon if he wants to come on because Ethan's awesome. Memeology. Oh, Matt G. Thank you for the birthday cake for $1.49. I'll eat cake at any. Well, I can't eat cake right now because I'm fasting. So, yeah, fasting right now. But thank you very much. You know what? Digital cake I can have. Memeology 101. Hail Meme as a member. Oh my God. I feel like I've arrived as a YouTuber now. I feel like I have arrived. The fucking great Memeology, epic YouTuber, one of the best out there. I am honored to have you at the proto-molecule level. Thank you. Truly, thank you. As I am honored at anybody who joins this channel and supports, because my God, I can't tell you how helpful you guys have been. It has sucked to have poor Mrs. Nerdrotic's salon closed. She is the hardest working person I have ever met in my life. You want to talk about coming from nothing? Not that she was ever poor or destitute, because she wasn't, but she wasn't rich, okay? And her dad's like one of the cheapest people alive, but I love him. She came to San Francisco with $150, $150. She owns her own business now. She is, some of her clients are CEOs of some of these tech firms that are oppressing us right now. And no, I can't get through to them at all. I'd love to. But yeah, maybe someday. We're trying to work on that very quietly, folks. But it takes a lot of subtlety. But thank you, Memeology, and thank you everyone who joins the channel. I do two member live streams, and you guys are going to start getting on certain videos. You're going to start getting previews. I'm sorry I haven't done that sooner. I just always paranoid that it would affect the algorithm, but apparently it doesn't. I've gotten absolute verification that it does not. So sorry about that, and that will happen. Memeology, thank you, Matt G. Straight white male. I'm Canadian, and our government is trash. Canadians are brilliant people. You're nice people. Americans are not nice people. We're not nice people. But that keeps our government in check, believe me. So there's a trade-off with that. You also have the best looking strippers I have ever seen. It's bizarre. But that being said, Justin Trudeau, he looks a lot like a leader from an island country who passed away in the last few years. I'll just say that. Hail. And Bolstrek is from Canada. And we love Bolstrek. We need to get him on the show soon. Toe of Vesenia. It's either Vesna or Vecna. For $10 Where can I order a T. Louis 2 t-shirt? And do you deliver to Oz? Hail, by the way. Love all your channels. Do I need to make a T. Louis 2 t-shirt? You know what? Okay, for one, shout out to my boy, Ryan Cannell, who, again, has snatched the pebble from my hand and ran out and made Fuck Naughty Dog t-shirts and taken that situation, and it will absolutely... His channel's going to, because of this shit. Trust me. I tried to make You're My Queen t-shirts, and I didn't try hard enough, and I fucked up on that one. T. Louis 2. You know what? Sure. Own it. Own it. Absolutely own it. Listen, I was a kid who was called Barry Geekler instead of Gary Beekler for till I was 20. People still think it's funny, and it is funny, but it's, so I'm used to that shit. I don't care. In Robert Pattinson, is Robert Pattinson fired as Batman, said Norwegian Kryptonian for 22 Norwegian krona. If I were in charge, he would be. If his ass wasn't sitting there eating ice cream and cheeseburgers and taking a bunch of steroids and creatine to look like goddamn Batman. Right now, he's not even Bat Boy. Okay, he's Batgirl. Robert Pattinson is Batgirl. Gary, as a Canadian, I denounce my government as China cucked. Says Trevor RN for $2 Canadian. Yeah, I got a little mad at your government because they're pushing a law. And that's when we got political. So I'll refer to watch last night. I won't get political here, but the Canadian government did something dumb. That is not a reflection on Canadians, though. Okay, you guys, I support you in any way, shape, or form to fight back against that stuff legally within all laws. YouTube, we are allowed to dissent. We are allowed to dissent. YouTube. A reckoning is coming for YouTube very, very soon. There's an antitrust movement towards Google that's going to involve YouTube. Now, it'll probably end up adversely affecting us. That's why I am fast forwarding my plan B, and as is Jeremy right now. Because Jeremy's way ahead of me. So also keep an eye out for Jeremy's website. I need to plug that. Also, he did an interview right after the show last night, so I will link that in the description as well. Imagine an apocalyptic world where the only person immune is a lesbian. T. Louie. Dingleberry Farms for $5. Yes! T. Louie 2. Where lesbians roam free of misogyny and the patriarchy. In a world with no misogyny or patriarchy, T. Louie 2. Lesbians can roam free. Do it. What does a lesbian bring on her second date? A U-Haul. Do it. Sorry, that's an old lesbian joke here from San Francisco, and I heard it from a lesbian. So there you go. Hail, I'm putting in a claim against Jeremy for the phrase above average. Toxic man flu for $5. I would too. I would just straight up flag him for that. A movie that has feminist agenda is Ex Machina. Yep, G-Virus00 for $2. It is feminist agenda. That's why I've never been the biggest fan of it. KROQ is an Angelino. I have to say defud. That's right, Brown Gaijin for $2. KROQ is now KRO Cuck. KRO Cuck. And I'm going to have to move my camera here. GalaxyCon live tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time with Shatner. Says battle him 63 for $2, and that's today, and I missed it. So sorry. And that is the last super chat. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the Friday Night Tights. Now I'm going to pause, and I'm going to see if I can quickly go to the other ones. If not, we will do that in a separate show on Sunday. If you see me back, then you'll know. One moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very concerning thing that's happened right now. So the super chat activity is back up on my channel, but for the two live streams in question, the two Nerdrotic Nooners that were ghosted by YouTube last week, we're getting super chats. They weren't always visible. They have not shown up on my channel. So please, if you super chatted for those two Nerdrotic Nooners, please let me know if you got a super chat receipt from YouTube. Email me at gary@nerdrotic.com. Now, I'm going to show you proof of this. All right. We are inside my... Here, we're going to let it reset. This is my in studio. Here's monetization. There's supers. We're going to hit see all. And it's going to take us to last night's. Okay, I'm going to go all the way through that. And there you go. There you go. And the next one it shows is the Inquisition. There's nothing in between that. So that's a problem. That's a big problem. There was over, I would say, $500 worth of super chats there that at the very least I hope goes back to the people. And I need to know if you were charged for that. And I'm going to have to contact YouTube today. I do have a ticket open. It might get fixed later. Let's see if it goes any further. Nope, I do not see any of this at all. We're back at last Friday Night Tights. And that is concerning. Yep. It is completely missing. All right, well, that's going to be a problem that I will deal with. It's not your problem, but I wanted to let you all know that I can still look at those. I can go back and watch the live streams. I will collate them, so I'll still get it done, and it'll be done on Sunday. And let me know if you at least got your money back and they didn't charge you. That's all I want to know. If they didn't go through, they didn't go through, whatever. But I want to make sure that you guys didn't get charged. So in the meantime, I want everybody to have a wonderful day. Thank you again for all the super chats. Sorry I couldn't get to them in the show. I made a promise last Friday that I plan to stick to. Next Friday, we are staying on as long as it takes. Now, my guests are not obligated, but I will stay on as long as it takes. Usually a couple guys stay with me, but they don't have to. They don't have to. Again, I would like to thank our special guest, John F. Trent, and author Stephen Walton for coming on. They did great. And of course, I am eternally grateful to Az from Heel vs. Babyface, my good friend Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and Odin for, suggesting Friday Night Tights and Comics Division, who I love unconditionally, even though he orders a dinner live on the live stream. I give him shit because I love him. It's endearing. So everyone, have a great day. Please like, share, and subscribe to everybody who was involved in Friday Night Tights and yours truly if you like. And I will see you in the next video. Not all who wander are lost, and may the wings of liberty never lose a feather.